Hello.
Hi.
Hi. My name's Liz. I'm going to be your nurse today.
Okay.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling alright.
Okay. So, we're going to be placing a Foley catheter for you today.
Okay.
Before we start, I'm just going to go ahead and log in and make sure all of our information is correct. So I'm scanning your wristband. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Alexa Ellingheisen, August 29, 2000.
Perfect. Alexa. Do you have any allergies?
I don't.
Okay. Do you have any allergies specifically to latex or iodine?
I don't.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and verify that you do have an order to have a Foley catheter inserted today, and it looks like you don't have any mobility issues. Are you able to bend your knees and move your lower extremities okay?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and raise you up. The reason we place a Foley catheter is just to help you be able to avoid urine better, so the tube will go straight into your bladder, and then you won't have to get up to go to the bathroom or do anything like that, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and get you draped before we start. If you ever have any questions during the procedure, feel free to let me know.
Okay.
All right, Alexa, you can go ahead and bend your knees up and spread your legs out to the sides of the bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull your gown down. Okay. So at this point in time, I would don some gloves, and we would perform pericares just to make sure that the area is nice and clean. So we would use a clean washcloth and warm water and skin cleanser, and then we would cleanse from the top of the perineum to the bottom, and use a new corner each time that we cleansed. And we would make sure that's nice and clean and dry before we moved on. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my workspace and perform hand hygiene again. Okay, so here we have a fenestrated drape. Typically we would drape this over the patient's perineum to maintain more sterility, but they don't stay up on the mannequin, so we're going to be discarding it today. Next we have our sterile drape. And I'll let that open. Place this underneath the patient. Okay, can you go ahead and lift your hips for me?
Yep. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and adjust this and get our gloves on. So we're going to go ahead and prep our equipment.
all of our equipment is prepped, so we're gonna go ahead and move over to the patient. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and just prep the perineum to make sure it's clean. You might feel a little bit of coolness as the swab goes. So we're gonna start from the outside. Center. Now we're going to go ahead and put some lube on the last couple of inches of the tubing. Alright, Alexa, now I'm going to have you take a deep breath and bear down for me like you're going to have a bowel movement, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and advance the tubing until I see a flash of urine, and then an additional 2 to 3 inches. Okay, now I'm going to brace my hand and hang on to the tubing here. I'm going to go ahead and give that a slight pull. Okay. And I feel resistance, so I'm going to disconnect. Okay. We are going to remove our supplies. And discard. And we would perform pericares at this time if we needed to, just to clean up the area. And I'm going to remove my gloves. We're going to go ahead and attach this tubing to the leg. Okay, and we want to make sure we left plenty of slack here so the patient's free to move as they need to. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cover you back up. You can put your legs back down. And then we're going to go ahead and secure this to the side of the bed on a non-movable part. I'm going to go ahead and attach it down here where it's not going to move with any of the side rails. I'm also making sure that there's no kinks in the tubing, and that's not going to catch on anything. Okay, how are you feeling, Alexa?
I'm feeling good. I can barely feel it.
Okay, good. If you notice any discomfort, you can go ahead and let any of your nurses know. And we can always make sure that everything's still in place.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll get cleaned up and put you back. Would you like to sit up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Clean up the rest of our equipment. We put this in dirty linens, and we're gonna make sure the patient has their call light. You can press that button if you need us, okay?
Okay.
And then we would document the care is done.